What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Riyadh for coming through, and Big Boss Man boosting up the coin expeditiously. So I did a video, on my other channel, the one that's fallen off bad, all the way bad. Man getting 300 views. Wow. The CABAL out to get your man got. Anywho, a few days ago I leaked some news from 6 weeks ago about John Fury, essentially saying Tyson was on the decline, he'd fallen off, he'd been finished, and he's since, after seeing my video obviously, walked these comments back. So let's go through what he said 6 weeks ago. He goes, the 17th of February is the date they have got to work towards, but in my opinion, Tyson needs more time to get his conditioning right, his weight right. Fury Sr. told the Metro, for me, it looked like he had lost 20 pounds of muscle last time. Something was wrong. For my money, his last 3 fights, I have seen him fall off in decline. Not a decline in ability, but a decline in strength, power, and physical condition. I don't know what they're doing up there. They have to address it. He didn't look himself in Saudi. That's because he had all due respect, John, that's because he had an Anunnaki Promethean engineer in front of him. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's be real, people. Yeah, when you've got a Promethean engineer in front of you, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, you best believe you're going to look out of shape, right? These are the guys who created humans. So what? Come on now. The man who creates humans, or Ngannou is from the lineage. People talk about John L. Sullivan. Never mind John L. Sullivan. I'm talking John L. Promethean engineer. How about that? Yeah, that's the ilk Ngannou from. There's an old saying, they don't make them like they used to. You best believe it. That's Ngannou 101. Ngannou is that one. Yeah? He is made how they used to make them a trillion years ago when the Promethean engineers were knocking about. Anyway, John also said last week he didn't look right. Everything had changed about him. His demeanour, his body. I'm puzzled. He said he had been training, but there is training and there is training. If you're going at your own pace, no one is going to tell you otherwise. No one is going to offend you or kick you up the backside. No one can teach Tyson how to box or teach him more than he knows. All they can do is put some muscle on there and make his body look solid. For my money, he looked, fat thin, that's a classic one. For my money, he looked fat thin, skinny fat. Yeah, in the weightlifting community, people are called fat skinny, skinny fat. Yeah, it's where you just look like a complete bag of worms. Imagine a bag of worms around your midriff. That's what fat skinny is. You just essentially carrying weight for nothing, big for nothing. Do you know what I mean? What are you big? Listen, I weigh 250 pounds. A lot of man who talk about their weight. I weigh 250. Yeah, but 250 of what? 250 of a bag of worms is what you weigh. And that's what John Fury is alluding to here. He should have been better, a bit heavier, with a lot more muscle. Tyson is a mammoth fella. He needs to power up in the body department, and the only way to do that is a proper course of nandrolone. Yeah, look, read it here, look. And the only way you do that is a proper course of nandrolone. Oops. Yeah? And they take time. See, he's admitting it here. And the only way you do that is a proper course of nandrolone. Proper cycle of nandrolone. And they take time. Again, he's admitting it. He's admitting the anabolics take time to kick in. Yeah? They take time. And we don't have time. So what John Fury is basically saying here is that Tyson Fury doesn't have time to cycle on right now. He doesn't have time to hit up Martin Carefoot, the guy who allegedly sold him some moody boar meat. Yeah, fact. It wasn't me. I wasn't doing a proper course of nandrolone. It was the moody boar meat that Martin Carefoot, the farmer, served me up. Anyway, that's what he said last week. He's since come out after seeing my video and said the following. I never said my son was in decline, because he's not. It's the people around him who ain't up to much. His training is in decline, and his camp is in bigger decline. Is in a bigger decline. Not even a bit of English. Not even a bit of elocution here, 100%. It's not a camp. It's a circus. Oleksandr Usyk's got disciplined, professional, great people around him. And I don't think Tyson has that. Wow. Absolutely. I'm concerned he could lose. If he doesn't make any adjustments, he could get got. So, I mean, we have to caveat everything John Fury says here. Why? Because we've been known, John Fury's been looking for that job. He's been looking for that head trainer job for a minute. He's been looking to collect that that head trainer coin. Bottom line, and fair play to him. Like, he's making the bag now with, I believe, John Fury's Tommy Fury's head trainer. But what's Tommy Fury doing? Nothing. Trying to fight 60-year-old Roy Jones Jr. But John Fury ain't a stupid man. Well, that's debatable, but let's assume he isn't. Yeah, he knows. Tyson Fury doesn't have that many fights left, and hence he's trying to nuzzle in there for the head trainer spot. And to be honest, at this point, I don't even see why not. Is Sugar Hill really adding value? It didn't look like it, did it? Again, people forget that the Wilder fight was very particular. Stepping forward and huffing and puffing, it worked against Wilder. Wilder can't fight going back. Usyk, he's not a great... Usyk likes to fight at his pace, right? He likes to use his IQ to control the pace of the fight. Usyk can fight going backwards, he can fight going forwards, but his main shtick is, I'm going to be in the middle. Do a bit here, do a bit there, and whatever else. What Usyk can't do is fight under pressure. So to be fair, the whole pressure thing may work for Fury against Usyk. Pressure and body shots. Chisora laid the blueprint for that in terms of pressure, and Dubois laid the blueprint for body shots. Fury has the IQ to put the two together. And even if we now know that Fury isn't a big puncher, Fury hitting Ngannou, and Ngannou has a great chin, but still, we know Wilder has no chin, absolutely confirmed. Wilder has not even a lick of a chin. Yeah? No chin. About any chin. There's no chin there. Do you understand? Wilder has no chin. Absolutely chinless. That's why Fury bounced him all around the place. Yeah? But Usyk isn't a big puncher either. So punch for punch, even Fury, who isn't a big puncher, he's still a bigger puncher than Usyk. Fact. Usyk would not knock out Wilder. I mean, Usyk wouldn't knock out AJ. He wouldn't knock out Chisora, right? So, I mean, who's he knocked out? Oh, Dubois. Yeah, but Dubois quit, right? Quit. Usyk quitted Daniel. He didn't knock him out. You understand? Usyk never knocked no one out. Apart from quit, really. And again, it wasn't really a knockout, was it? Quit jacked. Quit's kind of propensity to jack was just oozing out of him. He couldn't wait, could he? Be real here. He wasn't getting lit up. We've all seen fighters get lit up. Dubois weren't getting lit up. He was just desperate. The quit in him was just ooze. He couldn't wait to escape. It'd been bottled up. Let's not forget, people. It's been how many years? It's been 3-4 years since last quit. Hence, the quitter in you's in there. And it hasn't seen the light of day for a while. So in a minute, you don't have to give it much, right? When the quit's in you, you don't have to tease it much. It's coming out. It's a bit like, I don't know, if you ain't been with a gal for a few years, yeah? That first time you bust, it's built up. Do you understand? You got no chance unless you think, on average, if you haven't bust, yeah, for like, let's say a year with a female, it's different with females. If you're jerking off, it's not the same. But with a female, yeah, if you haven't bust with a female for a year or whatever, it build up. And the minute they touch it, it's like, ugh, you just let it, ugh, you know what I mean? You end up busting all over the place, shooting the club up. One of them. In fact, let me tell you this now. A dangerous thing about being in celibate is that when you do get with a female, you lose your head. You start thinking mad thoughts. I'm fixing to bust in this thing right now. Bareback, 100%. You start thinking mad things. Fact. You start thinking, I don't even care. I don't even care if this chick you know what I'm saying? I don't even care if I give this chick a quick 9 months straight. I'm fixing to shoot this club up. Do you understand? Why are you talking about shooting some female's club up? Listen, the quitting Daniel was doing the same thing. Just in there waiting to bust. Couldn't wait to call me a liar. Yeah? He got popped with a jab and just jacked on the floor. Couldn't wait. The quit couldn't wait to get out of him. To quit. Anyway, I've digressed here, but let's get back to the point. John Fury obviously thirsty to be trainer. Usyk's team are solid though. That's the thing. He ain't lying about that either. Usyk's team are solid. They're 10 toes down. Usyk never really underperformed so much. I mean, don't get me wrong. That whole Dubois thing was icky for me. Give me the ick. Turned me off Usyk bad. Didn't like seeing that. Him roll on the floor for 5 minutes. But apart from that, to his credit, he got put down. He got up and then give Daniel what he wanted. Yeah? Which was the quitter to escape from him. To show Daniel couldn't wait to kind of demonstrate the level of quit he has. He wanted the world to see. The world will know me as the greatest quitter of all time. Yeah? A cruiserweight who can't punch will make me quit. No one can argue with that with Daniel. No one can sit there and say, I'm a bigger quitter than you, right? He's the number one. Top 10 of all time. Especially age adjusted. Most people start quitting towards the end of their career. The quitters in the 19 quitting, 24 quitting. Cruiserweight who can't punch quitting. You understand? But anyway, back to the point. Fury's camp decline. I don't know what these guys do in training, honestly. Apart from the Terence Crawfords and the Errol Spencers where you're sure what they're doing. You know they're really... Well, then again, Errol Spencer's drinking. So yeah, scrap that. And that even shows. Look at Errol Spence and the shape he was in and people he was busting up and whatever else. He's still drinking. So a lot of these things... Crawford really is probably... Crawford... I've even heard Canelo be drinking as well. So Crawford, Floyd, those are the only guys really you know for sure what they be on their business. What's Fury doing? I couldn't tell you. Is he shooting a new Netflix documentary? We don't know. Is he pottering about? And we know there's a lot of arse lickers around Fury, or around every boxer, especially Fury. They employ these guys. So John Fury is right here, where I think he said earlier that his camp it's a circus. He said they're not serious. They're there to kind of back rub. Now, in all fairness, Stewart, what's his name again? Sugar Hill Stewart. He doesn't really look like a back scratcher. And I believe he was giving Fury some good advice in the corner against Ngannou. Fury couldn't execute. Why couldn't he? Again, I don't know. I don't know why he couldn't. An answer would be that he was in there with a dangerous dude, Ngannou, who was very underrated. So there's a whole bunch, there's so many unknowns right now. We don't know. It could be the case, yeah, Ngannou is just bad. Hence, Fury steamrolls Usyk because there's levels to the game. It's hard to tell at this point. All I really care about is that the fight happens. All this other stuff is politicking. I'm not even fussed when it happens. Whether it's February, March or April, not bothered. As long as it happens within Q2, the first 6 months of the year, not really fussed. I actually think Fury should have more time. Not should. I mean, historically speaking, he shouldn't have no more time. Why? Because he's been wasted everyone's time already. But from a purist sport point of view, I'd like to see the best Fury versus the best Usyk. I don't think we could possibly see the best Fury in February. I think the best fight for the fans will be in April. Fury's got through Christmas, had a proper camp, time to adjust, and whatever else. As far as who trains Fury, I don't really think it makes a difference at this point. I really don't. Not for the Usyk fight. Who? Give me an example. Say, YB, he need this guy. Tell, actually. Having seen how Terence Crawford's trainer has enabled Chris Eubank Jr. to make the adjustments he made, I think that is there. I mean, Eubank Jr. is known as a hardhead. Very hard to change his style. Everyone said for years, you can't work with him, it's impossible. Crawford's trainer come in one camp, dude looking like $1 million. So, I mean, boxing does suffer from this kind of this star trainer thing. That guy, what's his name? Derek James, Errol Spence's trainer. At one point he was buzzing, right? And now he's kind of fallen off. So I'd hate to see that for Bomac. But Bomac, to be fair to him, he has deliverable results. Derek James never really showed translated results. He showed he did well with Jamel to some extent and to Errol Spence, but he never showed that he brought a random dude in. Them guys were together for like 15 years. Bomac's shown he can take a dude who's hard-headed, 34-year-old, Chris Eubank Jr., and turn him into $1 million. So yeah, will Fury go and train with Bomac? Probably not. So taking Bomac out, who's better than Sugar Hill? Definitely not Ben Davidson. That's a no. Where are you going to go? And like John Fury says, at this point, no one can teach Fury. I don't believe Fury going to learn something about boxing now. This is going to be about execution. How do you execute said plan? That's what I believe this is the Usyk fight's about. Can you go in there, pop, pop, wing, wing to the body? Round after round after round. Just go in there, not even predictable, but mix it up obviously. But pop, pop, wing, wing. Pop, pop, wing, wing. Just keep battering him to the body. And take a few. And that's the thing about Fury, to his credit. Yeah, I don't like the way he acts outside of the ring, but inside of the ring, he handled business. He's not scared to go down. He's not scared to get up. He's not scared to fight back. And these are all bad things for Usyk. I hate to say it, but and we haven't seen Usyk fully challenged yet. But the bit of adversity Usyk did suffer in the Dubois fight wasn't a great look. The bit of adversity he did suffer in the AJ2 fight wasn't a great look. However, to Usyk's credit, he came back strong. A round later. The question is, what happens when Usyk goes in there with someone who doesn't fold? DeQuitt folded. AJ folded. Fury will not fold. I don't believe so. I definitely don't believe Usyk can make him fold. If Wilder could make him fold, Ngannou to some extent did make him fold. Fury weren't so keen to come jumping in anymore, was he? So, but again, Ngannou's a dangerous dude. Usyk ain't no Ngannou. So it's interesting. But yeah, John, I mean, all due respect, John, where is your body of work as a trainer? We can all slag off Sugar Hill and nitpick, but bro, have you seen your son Tommy? You've been training Tommy for 3-4 years now, exclusively, and your son Tommy going in there with KSI, who's 10 pounds lighter, and making a hash of it. Shocking. He lost that fight, in my opinion. Jake Paul, same kind of situation. You've been training Tommy, who's been doing it 20 years, and look at your results. Nicking fights against YouTubers on draws and points and split decision and MD and all kind of different ones. So let's call a spade here. Again, we can nitpick Sugar Hill we want, but Sugar Hill got more on paper than you have. All due respect. I mean, I struggle to see how Tommy could have done worse. Tommy gets knocked down by Jake Paul. Tommy got life and death with both of them, KSI and Jake Paul. Didn't differentiate himself at all. Didn't show levels at all. And John Fury talking about training Tyson to beat Usyk. Bro, you can't even train Tommy to beat Jake Paul convincingly. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't even train Tommy to beat KSI. Distinctively. So, you know what I mean? Wind your beak in, buddy. And let's call a spade. Say, listen, Tyson, I'm fixing to get paid. I'm tired of seeing other dudes come up off your name. I'm your dad. Put me on. That's what John Fury should be saying. Rather than all this other speaking in code, decline in the camps of circus. No, you want some coin. Put me on. I could have saved John Fury a lot of time here. Yeah? Just put me on, son. Please, I'm down bad. Son, I spent 10 years in jail. I need some coin. Put me on. Keep it short and sweet, man. You know, there's no, decline and circus and whatever else. And I'll tell you what was a circus, John. Tommy Fury's performance against KSI, that was a circus. Shocking. Woeful. Big hardback Tommy Fury looking ass, 15 pound heavier. And dude, in there doing, I don't know what you call it. It definitely weren't boxing, no, that's what we do know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like off the bell 100%. No doubt about it.